Jai Sri Narayan. Jai Sri Narayan. Jai Sri Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagat Guru Sudarshan Acharya Shyam Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvas. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Srimad Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. Our topic is the Bhagavad Gita Worldwide Awareness, which we started, I think, about 6 or 7 weeks ago. And we declared boldly at that time that we're going to start the Bhagavad Gita revolution. And I asked my technicians to go into social media and see if there's any activity on the Bhagavad Gita. And they came back and they told me there's zero activity on the Bhagavad Gita per se. And I promised that from that day onward, there will be a worldwide Bhagavad Gita spiritual revolution. And today, anyone can go on Google and you'll see around the world, every continent, the Bhagavad Gita has been actuated and activated from here at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. And if we can activate God and God consciousness throughout the world, then you are just a speck of sand. Nothing is impossible for you. Do you understand? But you cannot come here mechanically. You cannot come to the satsang mechanically. You have to actuate my teachings. You have to put my teachings inside of you and live my teachings. That is called spirituality. Or you can live. Your grade of living will change. Because as I explained to you, if I change your mindset to positive, then you will attract all positive things in life. But you have to be that mind that changes. You don't go home and say, hey, I leave everything to my Guru, whilst I carry on living a negative life. Guru and negative life don't work. You're in the wrong satsang. And at this point, I'd like all of us to observe 1 minute of silence for all those that have tragically lost their lives when the River Ranch temple collapsed due to structural failure on Friday. Let's bow our head. Thank you. We know at this point, what's the date today? 14th of December, 2025. We know 4 lives were lost, and we believe there's 1 deceased still in the rubble. Our heartfelt condolences from the Sri Narayan Dham to the bereaving family, and especially to Nadira, who was a very, very loyal devotee of mine. She still continues to be a loyal devotee of mine. And her husband, sorry? Oh, not his temple, but she was involved in that temple, yes. She was integrally involved in that temple. She contacted us yesterday and asked us to pray for those that have lost their loved ones. So Nadira, she has helped the ashram. She has done a lot of seva at this ashram for the past 5-6 years. And we hope and pray that the family of the deceased somehow finds some reconciliation, because it is very, very sensitive if you lose your life in a place of worship. Okay? And coincidentally, we are on chapter 1, verse 1. And we are discussing Kurukshetra, Dharmakshetra, a place of pilgrimage. And if you lose your life, I have not gone to that state of my explanation of the Bhagavad Gita yet, but for whatever reason, if you are at a place of pilgrimage, and if you lose your life at a place of pilgrimage, it is said that liberation is immediate. Liberation is immediate. Then I saw on social media, and it is no secret that I am one of the most progressive interfaith leaders in the world. But it is very disappointing to see on social media comments. There was a comment, and there are many comments from those belonging to the Christian faith. And one such comment that really shook me was that they said Christ stated that he will demolish the house of Satan. And I want to respond to this, not emotionally. I don't do anything emotionally, but scientifically. So if you go to Google, my researchers reference how many churches collapsed in Durban. You think that's fair?
Yes.
How many churches collapsed in Durban? Whilst you're doing that, also Google how many mosques collapsed in Durban. Alright, I know for sure one church collapsed about 4 or 5 years ago. Is it the house of Satan?
No.
One mosque collapsed right there in Redland about 3, 4, 5 years ago. Is it the house of Satan?
No.
You understand? So if there's any superior religion, and I'm stating this from the time I started my interfaith, there is no superior religion in the world. Every religion undergoes the same suffering. If Christianity was superior, then that building, I think it was a Pentecostal church, just check it out there, and quite a few people were injured. So we're doing a Google search here. I'm not talking from my mind, and I'm not talking emotionally, and I'm showing you that there is absolutely no superior religion, because everything that is negative in the world have attacked every religion equally. Okay? I'm going to stop there, and this is why the Bhagavad Gita is so necessary for everyone, for Christians, for Muslims, for Jews, The Bhagavad Gita is not a religious text. It never was and it never will be. Everyone, every human being has the Bhagavad Gita configured on as an attribute to the soul. The entire Bhagavad Gita is an attribute in every soul of every living entity. And I'm going to prove it as we move along. But whilst here, I think it is important to understand that the Bhagavad Gita through the Vedas is scientifically the most ancient text. You can go any amount of years. You can go any amount of years. If you like to go 5,000 years, it's the most ancient text. If you like to go 10,000 years, it's the most ancient scripture. And I can go as far as 155 trillion, 40 billion years. And the Bhagavad Gita was still there. It was scripture that is eternal. It was never born. It appears as a blueprint for the universe. The Bhagavad Gita is a blueprint for the universe. You extract the Bhagavad Gita, the universe collapses. It is a scientific blueprint for the universe. You move one photon, universe collapses. Then, I want to go back 5,000 years, 4,000 years. Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism, you must go with me, researchers. Go to Google. Zoroastrianism and the link to Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma. You'll find that his right name is Zoroastra. Zoroastra, which will mean he was a Brahmin. It's a Sanskrit name, which will mean he was a Brahmin. Like here, if I carry on fighting with Satish, him and Jessica will leave this ashram. They'll open a service in Shell Cross. Satish will be the guru. He'll download all my discourses. Wherever I said chicken, bald head, Satish, he'll delete it. He'll delete it and he'll add his own. He'll add his own. But he'll take 80% of the Guru's knowledge, 20%, well maybe 18%, 2% of his, because Jessica only she's compliant as long as she's there. When she go back there, she says, Satish, and she'll write 18% of the other scripture. You understand? But what happens to the original? 20% is distorted, 80% gets carried forward. So Judaism just started. It had some points here and there and there and there, and because they physically connected to Zoroastrianism, Judaism took their 80% from Zoroastrianism and it went into Judaism, and then after Judaism was Buddhism, and then was Christianity, and Christianity took 80% of Buddhism. It's all there. I want you all to research, all right, and run it like this. And then Islam took Judaism and Christianity and it became Islam. This is the absolute truth. This is the absolute truth. We can follow it scripturally. As I said, nothing about me is emotional. Everything is evidence-based. So if anybody in this audience or anywhere around the world want me to verify this, then I'll verify it scripturally and would reference. But I'm going to run along. But I wanted to put this in, and this is why I am saying every religion is practicing the Bhagavad Gita. Do you understand why I'm saying this? Because the Bhagavad Gita is in Zoroastrianism, the Bhagavad Gita is in Judaism, the Bhagavad Gita is in Christianity, and the Bhagavad Gita is in Islam. Okay? So this is, if you do a comparative study, you're going to find if the Bhagavad Gita works in all religion, what it means. It is the universal manual for mankind. If the Bhagavad Gita is working everywhere, it means it is the universal religion for, not religion, it's a universal scientific manual for all of humanity. So I'm going to invite anyone to dispute what I am saying. This is Sanatan Dharma. In Sanatan Dharma, you must question. You must question. You must even question your own version of God. You must even question your own version of God. God is not here to punish you in Sanatan Dharma. There's no gun on your head. Do this or you'll go to heaven. Do this or you'll go to heaven. Sanatan Dharma just tell you, if you do this, this will be the consequence, and if you do that, that will be the consequence. Do you understand? If you take the left turn, your direction will be left. If you take the right turn, your direction will be right. How you get back to the highway is what the Bhagavad Gita is all about. You took the left turn, you took the right turn, then the Bhagavad Gita tells you how to come to the highway with no gun on your head. What? No gun on your head, because you can come back to the highway at any point in time. Alright? So time in Zoroastrianism is linear, time in Judaism is linear, time in Christianity is linear, time in Islam is linear. If you look at time in a linear scale, they say you have one lifetime. They say you have one lifetime. Time in Sanatan Dharma is cyclic. Time in Sanatan Dharma is cyclic, and quantum physics at the moment, today as I speak, quantum physics. Check, reference and check. Everything, when I ask you to reference, it must be referenced, and when you're transcribing, I want that reference on that transcribing, alright? Because somebody can query anything, anywhere, and our answer, verification, is in the reference, alright? Quantum physics today, 14 December 2025, have theorized that time cannot be linear. Time cannot be linear. Time is cyclic. So the Creator said time is cyclic at creation, and today science is saying time is cyclic. Whilst you're there, Tanya, I want you to ask Google, and it must be referenced with that name, how many scientists in the world that made the greatest discoveries, scientific discoveries, did it through the Bhagavad Gita. What I'm asking, Tanya?
How many scientists
In the world,
use the Bhagavad Gita
for their discoveries, either directly or
indirectly?
indirectly, the fact that they read the Bhagavad Gita and made these discoveries is again bringing Sanatana Dharma and proving that Sanatana Dharma is the manual, scientific manual for humanity in this universe. You like it, Josh?
Very deep. Yeah.
You think it's the right way to do it? Okay. All of you understanding how we interpreting the Bhagavad Gita. Okay? It has never ever been done in the world in this way. Go and Google. Go and Google. The Bhagavad Gita was always a spiritually academic literature which people feared to open. Right? I know in my time Bhagavad Gita was wrapped in a red cloth and kept very far away, my time, by my grandparents. But that is not what the Bhagavad Gita is about. Bhagavad Gita is your pocket book. You must have it all over because there's no difference in you and the Bhagavad Gita. Whatever is in the Bhagavad Gita has been inserted in you. Now you either in the left turn or you in the right turn. The Guru's job is to bring you back on the highway. This highway got many lanes. Thin people can put in, horse and trailers can put in, motorbikes can put in, you can come with your skateboard or you can come with your aeroplane and over. Doesn't matter how you come. Doesn't matter how high you climb. The Bhagavad Gita will accommodate you. What do I mean when I say the Bhagavad Gita is inside you? Every experience of yours is in the Bhagavad Gita. Everything you experience, it's there. Your body, before you entered your body, it was in a subtle state. In that subtle state, your karma was computed. When your body was still in the subtle state, your karma was computed. At this age, you'll be there. At that age, you'll be there. You will marry that person. You will divorce that person. You'll have children from that person. That person will steal your car. You lose your money there. All that has been computed in your subtle body, in your causal body. Then the soul enters the causal body and lives what has already been computed, calibrated and constituted. Right? Keep these 3 C's. 3 C's. Computed, calibrated and constituted, and then you entered that body. You entered that body after it was calibrated. Now you are living the calibration of the body. Do you understand? No mistakes. And I want to say this again, that if you remove 1 photon from this universe, this entire universe will collapse immediately. 1 photon. If you take out 1 photon from this universe, entire universe will collapse. Which means this universe is mathematically meticulous and to the point. Do you understand? So if you enter this universe, your destiny also have to be mathematically meticulous. You, the individual. You see, we threw one snake on the other end of the driveway. Alright? I don't know how many snakes are sitting inside here disguised as humans, but one snake, real snake, we threw from the driveway. And then we have a snake catcher, snake lover, snake charmer. And I told him, hey, are you sure you're not a snake? He said, no, Guru, you'll be able to see. All right, let's see a few years down the line, whether it becomes an anaconda, or a cobra, or a black mamba. We'll see as the years proceed. That snake, it was no coincidence that that snake had to pass on in front of the satsang. It was no coincidence. And it was no coincidence that the snake charmer had to take him and throw him over the fence. You understand? Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing. It mathematically computed that today that snake passed on last night, and today that snake will be taken and thrown by our snake. As I said, there cannot be 0,00000000000 of a millimeter coincidence or chance. And Google, quantum mechanics have found out that there is no such thing as luck. No such thing as luck. So when you go in the casino, Shivani, where are you? Where? I can't see you. Oh, Mango, where are you? Mango? Okay. Tell your father, Guru is not endorsing, but gambling is not luck. It is your karma. Quantum physics found a pattern. Ask Google. So Sanatana Dharma is proving itself daily through quantum physics. Every day there's a new proof that Sanatana Dharma, whatever was said by the saints and sages, is the absolute truth. Alright, Shivani?
Yes, Guru.
No luck in gambling. You'll earn what your karma gives you. You can be battling your whole life and just go to Suncoast, your last 50 rand, put it in the machine, and 777, or I don't know what happens there. Okay, I should take my last money to the pub. I said I want something tangible. That's why I'm a tangible guru. When I discourse tangibly. Yes? I give you everything with evidence. I wanted evidence of my money. And I could see no evidence of my money going into the machine. So I went to the pub. When people were crying on the way back, hey, I lost so much, I'm happy. I paid for my happiness. I paid for my happiness, and you paid for your sadness. You paid for your sadness, I paid for my happiness. Although it was a quick, fast-induced happiness. Next morning I opened my eyes, Mataji was still there. Virali is enjoying this one. Okay, but I paid for my happiness. Remember? You don't pay for any happiness, my boy. Guru finished pay for all your happiness. Alright? Guru finished pay for all your happiness. You just be happy without paying for it. Are you understanding? So, we need to take the Guru's instructions and live it. Okay? Because my greatest of transcribers are out there in the cold. Those that were transcribing my discourses. When you transcribe the discourse, you the closest to the Guru's word. Yes or no?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Yes. My greatest transcribers, they are out there in the court because they transcribed mechanically. Don't transcribe mechanically. Actuate the teachings of the Guru. Live the teachings of the Guru. Otherwise, you can come to 100 satsangs. You can paint this building 1,000,000 times. You can weed, you can lawn, you can cut, you can build, you can cook, you can bake. Wasted your time. I didn't make a big ashram because I don't want people to come here and waste their time. I want to ignite your own spirituality. You see everyone seated here. Everyone seated here. A guru doesn't give you anything. Guru doesn't give you anything. The Guru gives you your own. Guru gives you your own. Guru only shows you your PIN code. You have the card? Where's the card? In you. Where's the card? Where's the code? In you. You can't see your code. The job of the Guru is to give you the code. When I heal you, I'm not the healer. You are the healer. It's just that you don't know how to heal yourself. I heal you through your self. I give you prosperity through your self. Do you understand? So if you actuate yourself, you see, you have to go to the ATM machine, you have to press something, you have to make the machine aware of your transaction. There must be awareness in you, and there must be an awareness in the machine. You punch in the codes, the machine becomes aware, and the machine responds to you, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
You have to be aware, you have to punch in the code, machine becomes aware. Arnold, don't go to the machine now and ask for 10,000 when you know you don't have 10,000 there and say the Guru said make the machine aware. Arnold, I'm giving you an example. Giving you an example. So if you are not actuated and the machine is not actuated, you not actuated, machine not actuated, can there be a transaction?
No.
No transaction. So this is what happens here. No great miracles. Guru is simply a technician. He is unlocking the possibilities that you have within you. And the possibilities are, it's up to you. It is up to you. If you want to come with a tablespoon, you get a tablespoon and a vasen. If they want to come with horse and trailers, come with horse and trailers. When you come with ships, come with ships. We can fill. We can fill because we got a contact. Contact is the creator. Contact is the creator. Are all the fans working? How many? Why? I think Mataji got some adapters in her room. Go in my room, unplug all those things. I'm not happy about this situation from all of you. Okay, we bought 4 fans, and again you sit and roast. Sit and roast, but no common sense. Last week we had 4 adapters. Right, we'll go till 3 o'clock with this satsang now. Because you don't listen. Nobody here seems to listen. Okay, where was I? Yeah, see, I lost contact with the contact now because you can't do simple things. For your own comfort, you can't put fans. For your own comfort, leave someone else. You can't put fans for yourself after the fans were bought last week. But I hear loud laughing, loud stories here. From quarter to 10, there's a big noise in ashram. Nice, the readers of my Bhagavad Gita must know what type of devotees I got and how hard it is for me. This is the 3rd or 4th week in a row I'm saying the same thing. But people got a lot of ideas, big ideas. Okay. I'm going back into chapter 1, verse 1. Really, you need to play that.
Shrimad Bhagavad Gita प्रथमोऽध्यायः अर्जुन विषाद योगः धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत संजय.
Okay, what you heard was the song of the Bhagavad Gita that chapter 1 verse 1, and it reads in English like this: on the holy field of Kurukshetra, gathered together, eager for battle, what did my people and the Pandavas do, O Sanjaya? So I think I'm going to stop the discourse here until the fans are right, and then we're going to start again. Somebody go to